Put your laptop on Do Not Disturb. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Mohamed AlShammari. I'm the Product Marketing Manager at Lucidya. And welcome to our Masterclass series, where every month we're going to take one feature and cover it and show you how to get the most out of the platform with Lucidya. And with us today, we have Hind Nour from Customer Experience Team. Hind, tell us a bit about yourself and what we're doing today.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for your time on joining this session. About this session today, we're going to see actually what is a dashboard, the different types of dashboards that we have at Lucidya, and how we can use it.
Nice.
I think we're saying that they cannot hear us, so if we can check that.
Looks like our connection is fine. Can everyone hear us fine? Okay, great.
Amazing.
Great. Okay, so we'll just do a quick intro here as more people are joining. So my name is Mohamed AlShammari. I'm the Product Marketing Manager here at Lucidya, and I want to really welcome you and thank you for joining our CX-Plore Masterclass series. So this is a monthly series that we're launching, and this is the first one of many to come, where each month we're going to focus on one specific feature so we can help you get the most out of your experience with Lucidya. And with us today, we have Hind Nour, our amazing customer success manager. Hind, tell us a bit about yourself and what we're covering today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this session. For today's session, we're going to see what is actually a dashboard, what is the type of dashboards that we have at Lucidya, and how we can use them. In today's session, we're going to see two types, which are the aggregated dashboard and the custom dashboard.
Nice. And Hind, what is your favorite thing about this feature? What do you like most about it?
If we are talking, for example, about the customized dashboard, it's how crazy the time saving that you can have. In terms that you can see all the information, you can compare in just a few clicks, which normally takes hours to just put all the data together in one place. So that's, for me, that's amazing. Plus that you can export it, you can have it live. So a lot of things.
And how have you seen customers use this feature? What is it most useful for? One of the things.
If we're talking about custom dashboard, right?
Yes.
Comparison analysis, but I'm going to show you later on what are the use cases that we can have, but comparison between competitors, between their own brands, where they can put even like if they have a customer care account and their own account, put it together and see the data in one place. So actually there's a ton of use cases that we can have for the custom or for the aggregated dashboard.
Nice. And on that note, actually, we launched a poll. You'll see it on the right side, right corner of your screen. So let us know, how often do you do competitive analysis? Do you do it on a monthly basis? Do you do it on a quarterly basis? How often do you do competitive analysis? Just go ahead and vote.
And you will see a pop-up on your right side.
Yes, on the right side of the right corner, top right corner of the screen. We see many people voting for monthly. Okay. More people are voting. It's monthly, quarterly, and we're going to share the results in a bit here as soon as more votes come in. So if you're finding it hard to find the poll, on the right side of your screen, there's a navigation bar. There's the chat button, and then there's the question button, and then there's the poll. So just go ahead and share with us, how often do you do competitive analysis? Okay. Yeah. Are you seeing the results, Hind? We'll put them on the stage here in a second so everyone can see what we're looking at.
I can see it.
Yeah. Interesting.
And we can go back to it after we finish the class and justify these numbers.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be great. And I'm just gonna give one more second for more people to respond to the poll, which is on the top right of your screen, right, top right corner.
Amazing.
Okay, so here are the results. Looks like people are either running competitive analysis monthly, which is pretty frequent, or yearly, which is very infrequent. So
Yep,
this is exactly what you were talking about, Hind, right? Why do you think it's like so many
exactly.
people do it yearly?
First, yearly, it gives you an overview of what's been happening for the whole year. It is very helpful. It is something that is must be done. But the idea of the customized dashboard or the idea of the dashboards overall, it's that you can see it anytime. You don't need to do a report. You don't need to get into analyzing the data. You can just do it in a few clicks.
Nice, great. So let's get into
But
it.
I'm very surprised that the quarterly is only 14%.
Yeah, yeah, it's like two extremes. People are doing it very frequently or not very frequently.
Yeah.
There's in the middle here.
Yeah.
An interesting crowd we have. Okay, great. So let's get into it, Hind. Let's show everyone what we're talking about, how to do these awesome things that you're talking about. So I'll let you share your screen.
Absolutely. But first, I would like to start with everyone about explaining basically what is a dashboard. A dashboard, imagine it's like your digital command center where you can see what is happening with your brand, where you can see in real time this data, and you can custom the metrics. Not only with your brand, it could be also, as we said, comparing between your brand and other competitors, or if you have multiple brands, you can do it also for both. So that is what the dashboard is. I hope it made it clear. If you have any questions regarding it, feel free to just put the question here down. In this session, what we're going to see are two types of dashboards. First one, customized dashboard. Where customized dashboard, we're going to go through some use cases, but we will show one of them, which is the competitor analysis. The second one will be the aggregated dashboard, where you can track your brand performance across different social media, but you can also get reporting and so on. So let me start first. I think you can see my screen. Let me start first with the custom dashboard. Dashboards. I'll just go back a bit. New dashboard. Let's name this one Masterclass and choose custom dashboard. As the next step, we have to choose which monitors we want to go with. But first, I want to just make a stop here and explain to you some use cases that you can use the custom dashboard for. As we said, first it could be compare with your competitors easily. You can just compare between different monitors of your competitors and put them in one place and see the sentiment, the feedback, and so on. Second one will be if we would like to see, we have a campaign, and that campaign we want to track what is happening in this campaign in our different social media. What is the feedback, for example, through X, Instagram, Facebook, as well if we would like to see it, if we have different accounts in only one platform, we can see the feedback of this campaign. Third thing will be if we want to have a brand summary for our managers or for a management level, we would like to show them what is happening with our competitors, or as we said, brand analysis in terms of feedback, negatives, positive, neutral, and so on. So as we said, we have 4 use cases. There's more actually, but for this session, I just want to see this 4. First one, compare with competitors. Second one, have a campaign result. Third one will be about our brand summary or competitor summary and get it as a report. And fourth will be the reporting one. So to create a custom dashboard, as we said, it is very easy, utilities, dashboard, and we choose here which one we want. First, we have to choose which product, social listening or omnichannel. And then we choose which monitors we want to choose, which means that, for example, let's put an example. This is a banking industry. And we have different competitors. Case one is one competitor, second is another competitor, and so on. So we choose which competitors we want to go with. Once we do that, we just click on Create Dashboard. And our first step, it's done. Then we choose one of the monitors or one of the banks, for example, in this case. And we choose which widgets we want to choose, which information we would like to see in this dashboard, and what we want to compare. So we can say, for example, if we're talking about competitor, we want to see followers growth between us and them. Second one would be, for example, the post volume. What is the engagement that they're currently having? And something very, very important to see, it is our sentiment analysis compared to our competitors. Here you have a lot to choose on. You have images, you have the top keywords, languages, dialects, cities, gender distribution. So for now in this class, we're going to go with this ones. Once we choose the widgets, there's no need to do it several times. To do it for one case, it's more than enough. Then we apply. And this is what you're going to see at first. By default, the dashboard will be for the last 7 days. You can always change the data. As we said, for reporting purposes, you can always export it as PDF or Excel sheet in English. And then you can just keep it live and see the data and information on lifetime. So we say, okay, what we see is just only for case one, how we can do the competitor. We go in the right corner, manage widget, and we choose comparison. We choose which competitors we would like to compare with. For example, I made this dashboard, I have chosen all of them, but in this case, I would like to compare just with one of them. So there's no need to do all of them. So once we choose them, we click on apply. And the data will show right now. The same thing we can do for the rest of the monitors. So I will show you very quickly how it's going to look like. This will be the result. Followers growth, for example, we can compare between us and other competitors, or we can compare, as we said, between us and our other social media. And it gives you a quick overview about all of them. Same thing with the post volume, the sentiment analysis, the languages, and so on. How to edit the custom dashboard? It is a very flexible, so we can always edit, add new competitors or add new accounts from different social media again. And we can also delete directly from here. Everything is clear? Any questions, Mohamed, from your side?
Looks like everything is really useful here. I can imagine if I was a marketing manager, this would be really helpful for me to really monitor all my data from all my accounts, whether it was Twitter or different channels or LinkedIn or Facebook.
Exactly. We just had a question right now regarding the custom dashboard. Would you prefer to have the answers now?
Let's do the questions at the end of the session. So just when we're about to wrap up in about 5 minutes here, we'll take all the questions. And for everyone, if you want to drop your questions, you can find the question box, Q&A box on the right side of your corner again. It looks like a question mark. So just feel free to drop your questions there and we'll answer those on stage.
Amazing. Okay. Now we're going to move with the aggregate dashboard. A few use cases that we can use aggregate dashboard for. First one is have multiple brands in one place. And you're going to see, okay, then what's the difference between the custom dashboard and the aggregate dashboard if everything we can have it in one place? The aggregate dashboard puts all the data together like if it's one monitor. So we put monitor A, B, C, D, and it gives you the sum of all of them. And you're going to see now an example, so don't worry about it. So we can put our multiple brands, multiple social media in one place. It helps us to see what is the engagement that's happening overall, which will help us to get monthly, quarterly, daily reports. Second thing is that, for example, if we want to see our customer feedback throughout our social media, we don't want to go social media one by one, and we want to see the feedback or the questions that we're getting more frequent questions directly from one monitor. We can also do it with the aggregated dashboard. We can have a brand summary for our managers. Again, same for the reporting. And we can have multiple social media from different platforms in only one place. So we're going to see now an example so you can have an idea about what I'm talking about now. To create the aggregated dashboard, it is also very easy. So let's just give it a name. Masterclass 2025, for example. Aggregated dashboard. And as you can see here, there's a description for both of them to make it everything clear. Once we click our next, we choose which monitors we want to go. We want to go with managed accounts. We want to go with public accounts. We're going to go with keywords. So we just choose which ones we want to go with. Once it's created, it will be looking something like this. As you can see, the data shows differently than the customized dashboard. Why? Because here we have put together like all the monitors or all the information, for example, X, Instagram, Facebook, or all our accounts from one social media in one place. It could be also done from different, like instead of accounts, it could be keywords, it could be different information in only one place. So, for example, in this case, we're seeing the followers growth for 4 social media accounts, the engagement, the customer care, and here we can see which are the most common questions that we're getting, for example, in the case of aggregated dashboard from all our social media. So going back a bit to our example of the banking industry, we have different social media, either for customer care, and we have the primary one, and we have on Instagram, and we have on Facebook, and there's no time to go through all of it, right? So we want to see it everything in one place, and we want to get the feedback. We want to get the most common questions that we are getting from our clients without going to through each one of them. So they go directly to the list, and we will be able to see the questions. Again, this data, it could be it's seen by the last 7 days, the last month, the last 15 days. You're able to compare or to see the information and data for all the monitors and all the aggregated dashboard or customized dashboard in the timeline that you prefer. So as you can see here on the left side, it looks like a normal monitor, and you can see account analysis, engagement, customer care, and you can see all the posts together. You can see all the comments and mentions together, authors, and the questions. From my side, that's it regarding the customized dashboard and aggregated dashboard. We can move onwards with the questions, Mohamed.
Great. Thank you so much, Hind. That was a great walkthrough here of some really cool features. So we have a few questions actually. So the first one, we had another one, but I'm not sure where it went.
I think it is if we can have the customized dashboard in Arabic.
Yes.
For now, we don't have it in Arabic. It is in English, but the data that's going to be shown is going to be in the language of, for example, if the comments are in Arabic, it's going to be shown in Arabic.
Thank you. Okay, looks like we have this other question from Ragad Ahmed. What is the difference between custom dashboard and aggregate dashboard, which you just showed us, Hind?
Yeah. The difference between the custom dashboard and aggregate dashboard, as you have seen, the custom dashboard helps you to put, for example, different social media or different monitors in one place, but without the flexibility to compare it, but with the goal or with the aim to see the information or track the information in one place. Which means, for example, I want to see the most frequent questions that we are getting from our clients in different social media without the need to go through each one of them. So we just create an aggregate dashboard and we put them together. Another example that we can use the aggregate dashboard for, it's we have a customer care account and we have a normal account, and we need a report for both accounts. So we just can put them together and create that report. So
Yeah,
it's like
that's a really good example.
Instead of 2. Yeah.
Exactly. That's a great example. So, okay, I like this question. How can you export these dashboards? So if I built my dashboard and I'm all set up and I want to share it with someone who doesn't have access to my Lucidya account, for example, what export can I export it?
Yes, you can export the dashboard always. For our Lucidya users, they know and that almost all the information can be exported. Aggregated dashboard for now we cannot export it, but the custom dashboard, yes, we can export it. And if you would like to, we can just show it very quickly. In the meantime, since we have explained only for the previous question, only the aggregate dashboard, for the custom dashboard, you have the flexibility to compare data. You have the flexibility to see different data in the different ways. And that's what makes custom aggregated dashboard. It depends on your goal. Both of them are great, but depending on what use case we want to use it. So I would like to show just how we can export it. Here on the right corner, you can always export it, or you can also keep it live and see.
So it looks like there are a couple of options to export, whether PDF or slides, I believe. You can export in PPT.
Yep, you can export in PDF, yes.
Okay,
Or
and
Excel.
then one last question here. So similarly, a question from Nour. If I wanted to share these dashboards with other departments or external partners, how can I do that? Is that possible, no, Hind?
Absolutely. Actually, that was one of the use cases that we can have both dashboards. In the end, what we want is have quick information and make quick reports, but at a very high level. So we can export, and when it comes to customized dashboard, we can always export it and share it with our partners, with our department, and show them what is happening either with our social media, competitors, and so on.
Yes, and I guess that's also a good sneak peek for our upcoming masterclass for next month, which is going to cover some of this really cool features, like live dashboards, where you can export these and have a live link for anyone to just enter the link, and whether they have a Lucidya account or not, and be able to view the dashboard. Great. So with that, I think we're at time, and we wanted to thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, Hind, for this really great walkthrough. And stay tuned for an email to receive this recording if you want to view it again and set up your first dashboard, and also to subscribe to our newsletter so you can stay tuned for our future masterclasses.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Mohamed. Thank you, everyone. I have seen also some of our clients joining here, so appreciate it. And looking forward to meet you in our next session, which will be the live dashboard, inshallah.
Thank you so much. Take care. Have a good day.